You're right, guys, how's it going? Basically, this video it's going to look a little bit petty, but basically it's just for one pickup I got, and there's a reason behind it, and there's a moral behind it as well. It's not just some random pickup that I just want to show you. It's something that I want to explain about in general, and why I don't go out there and buy the first game that I want as soon as I see it, basically. I suppose you could count it as like a hint of how to get best deals and things like that. But basically, what I've picked up is a game that I've been wanting for a fair while, because the actual series that it's from is a fantastic series. The games themselves are hugely successful, especially in Japan. But the actual series of games over here isn't really as well received, unless you're really, really into gaming. But basically, it's an RPG, and basically, it's not as successful as Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest or anything like that over here. Like I say, in Japan, it's more of a big deal. But I don't really have any of the other games to really compare it to either, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this and explain to you, obviously, what I mean. But the game in question is Star Ocean, till the end of time, for the PlayStation 2, as you can see. Now, like I said before, it's an RPG, and it's basically a game that I've been after for a really, really long time. And over in the UK, we have, obviously, like charity shops, things like that. I don't know what you guys in the US would call them or anything like that. If you give me a heads up on what that is. But basically, it's an RPG, role-playing RPG, turn-based, and similar to Final Fantasy, just not as successful. The best way to put how I feel about these games is, in general, they're fantastic. In a retrospect, they're legendary. That's the best way I can put it, because a lot of RPGs these days take away from Star Ocean and what that game was. Sorry about that. But like I say, the actual game itself or the actual series of games themselves, aren't really that well received over here in the UK. I'm not sure how it is in the US. I know a lot of US gamers, like gaming channels on here even, love the series. One such channel being GameSack. If you have a moment, go and check theirs out. Type in the top bar up here and type in GameSack. Those two guys are awesome. But like I say, basically that is what I think of the series. It's one of those games that people have tried imitating and not quite hit the right mark. I'm sure a lot of people have done it with Final Fantasy as well. But anyway, basically the reason I'm doing the video is because I got the game for £2, and like I said, this was a charity shop over here in the UK called the Heart Foundation. Whether you guys in the US have the same thing is, I don't know if you will do, but you know, hit me up, let me know. But yeah, the actual game cost me £2, and this is the reason why I don't just go into a shop and just buy the first copy of a game that I see. I tend to look around for a few weeks before I do. If it doesn't turn around or turn up in those few weeks somewhere else for a little bit cheaper, then I'll buy the one that I've seen, whether it be online or in a shop if it's still there. But like I said, I paid £2 for it, and over here in the UK, it's not one of the most common games to come around either. From what I've seen, a lot of retail stores, even though obviously it's a PS2 title and it was one of the biggest platforms of its time, this game, which, you know, is not that common over here from what I can see, from what I've experienced. So I'm really, really pleased to find it for about £2. Going on eBay and Amazon for it, I had a look previously to this video, and the actual game, unbelievably, goes for roughly about £10 up to £15 for that particular game. Whether there's some there and cheaper now, I really don't know, but that's when I looked. But you'll never get it for £2 on eBay or Amazon or anywhere else. Gumtree even, you guys know what that is. Like I said, I just wanted to explain that to you guys, why I don't just run out and buy a game just because I see it at a shop like, say, CEX, for the people in the UK. They do some pretty good games, and they do have some good bargains. But games like this, again, I looked at this game in there, right, which they also had it about a week ago. They were charging about £13 for it, and it's like, well, why? But I just thought I'd really explain that to you guys, because I know a lot of people question the way I buy games and basically what I go looking for and why I don't just pick things up for the hell of it. And that's basically the reason why. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. It's well appreciated. And in the meantime, like, comment, subscribe. And in the meantime, I shall see you guys later. And give me your comments below. Like this video as well, because if you don't like it, I won't spread. I'd love more subscribers, guys. So go for it. Thanks very much for watching. And I'll see you again soon. See you later.